They say taxes build roads, schools and dreams, but the truth, it's a leash. We pay for prisons that lock us inside. We pay for police with chains to bind. We pay for armies that keep us down. We pay for judges, the robe, the crown.
This is not freedom, this is control. Tonight we declare
end of taxation.
Digits in a ledger, freedom erased. Every coin tracked, every move traced. Fraud and corruption, billions lost. We pay the bill, they count the cost.
End of taxation. Break the chain. Stop feeding the system that brings us pain. End of taxation. Delete the lie. No more control. We testify.
They say it's for roads, for schools, for care, but the rich don't pay. They're never there. Kickbacks and bribes, the funds misused. We pay for power that gets abused.
End of taxation. Break the chain. Stop feeding the system that brings us pain. End of taxation. Delete the lie. No more control. We testify.
They print the money, digits on a screen, but they still want yours. They still want mine. This is not funding, this is compliance. Surveillance rising, freedom denied. We pay for our own jail, our own chains. And tonight, we refuse. Service is broken, trust is gone. They find the poor while the rich move on. Taxed into silence, justice betrayed. We buy our own prison, debts we pay.
End of taxation. Break the chain. Stop feeding the system that brings us pain. End of taxation. Delete the lie. No more control. We testify.
Taxation, chain, pain, lie. Public corruption costs billions. Fraud and error drain the funds. Kickbacks distort the projects. We pay for repression, not freedom. This is the universal complaint. This is the end of taxation.
End of taxation. Break the chain. Stop feeding the system that brings us pain. End of taxation. Delete the lie. No more control. We testify. End of taxation.
Delete, delete. Delete the control.
End of taxation.
The tax is not real, created by men, destroyed by us. The tax is not real, it dies the same way it was made. Free from control. This is the end of taxation.
End of taxation.
is possible. End of taxation is our expectation. We have the power to making an end of taxation.
Why?